started skating when I was like probably, I lived in Jerusalem, so I started skating when I was around, I would say 8 years old. I rolled around. What keeps me going is pretty much just I just love riding my board. It's just a feeling that you can't really get doing anything else. My motivation is pretty much just, I just love being outside. I love being with my friends, and I just want to be able to create projects and take skating to another level, and that just seeing people progress is what motivates me. I think that it's a way to get people that are having a hard time. They want to make it somewhere in skating and they're having a hard time doing it, just filming, and it's a way to, like, you know, it pushes you and it pushes people to their limits. A lot's changed because skateboarding just progresses as it keeps going over the years. You can make more money off skating, so it's just a financial aid in a way. A lot of companies are they're into it because they just love skating and they want to help people continue to build it. In future of skating, I think the future is going to be crazy for skating, especially since Street League is pushing skateboarding to a whole new level. So who knows what the future has to offer. So skating in a contest like Maloof was, that was like my first really huge contest to skate in. Kind of tried to block everyone out just from the pressure, because there's a lot of pressure in those contests, you know. But that's what helps motivate me and pushes other people to try harder. I think it's really good because they're helping support skateboarders, because not everyone has the money to, you know, buy decks and wheels, and skateboarding definitely needs something to provide for, you know, the people that want to do it, and that just can't really, if they can't afford to do it, they need help. And, you know, contests too, they pay for your entry fees, they fly you out there. They definitely have they're a big impact on contests. I do it because, you know, I just love skating so much and I want to do it, and the only way I can do it is if I have someone helping me. Companies like Stereo and Nike, they sponsor me and they just help me out and they give me stuff that I need to just continue to do what I want to do. And, you know, in the future, just take it to new levels.
My name's Tim Reardon. You're at Pit Crew. We opened in 1994. My business partner, Malcolm, and I thought there was a need for a skateboard shop and snowboard shop in Frederick, so we decided to open. We had a neighbor where I lived that had a skateboard, and my brother used to roll around it, and then it looked super fun, so we started doing it and got addicted and never quit. Or the brands that they're into, the way they're influenced, you know, it has changed for sure. When I was young, we would never have bought corporately influenced stuff, but that being said, when I was young, there weren't skate shoe brands, so, you know, we skated Adidas and Nike and Vans, and, you know, so Vans was the closest to a pure skate shoe brand company that existed when I was a younger skater. So for a skateboarder, it's always weird when someone from outside skateboarding comes in, but when it's legitimate, then it often succeeds, you know, when they genuinely want to be a part of skateboarding, not just try to take from skateboarding. I've never been into contests. I've never seen, in the early 80s, contest skating, mid 80s, contest skating was huge, like Big Vert contest, and then there was street contest. And I don't know, I just never was into competitive stuff, so that's why the contest side was never, I didn't focus much on it. Skateboarding has always had like big corporate sponsors in it and stuff, and then there also has been, Nike has made several attempts to be part of skateboarding. You know, Vans is a huge corporation, but they're also one of the ones that invest some of the most back in skateboarding as well. One of the hard parts about dealing with larger brands, larger corporations, publicly traded companies, is that they are responsible to their shareholders. So it's not as pure as I'm just trying to make a living and skate, you know. They need to make money, so they have to figure out revenue streams. And it's you know, it's been a constant change, but it's also a part of the reality that is skateboarding's business now too. So you adapt and evolve with it, or you won't be in it. You know. Well, it's interesting because you'll see. There's brands like, you know, DC Shoes started out as a small endemic skate brand, and then now it's part of a huge publicly traded, you know, part of Quicksilver. So You know, I think you always will see them. I think what part of the skeptics in skateboarding is that, you know, is that as soon as it doesn't do well, bigger brands will pull out, you know, and we still always try to support small skateboard companies, footwear, boards, decks, wheels, all that stuff, because that's where we all came from, and that's really important to us as well. We've definitely, you know, we definitely have had to carry more in some products that haven't always been that into. And part of that also is because of trend, you know, as we've gotten older, you know, there's still a ton of younger skaters. They're influenced by a different group of skaters, and if that skater rides for that particular brand, that kid wants that product. So, you know, that causes us to have to adapt and change as well. No, there's actually like a renaissance of, in footwear it could, I hope it doesn't. You know, footwear's a very expensive game to be in. In the skateboard world, you know, no way. There's like a total renaissance of smaller brands that are awesome right now. So, no, I mean, for us, we try to find the fine balance, you know, where we feel like we're still involved in living and supporting what we feel is core skateboarding, but at the same time, you know, we also have to, you know, be fair to our customers and the kids that are around here, and we have to carry the products that they are looking for too. So, you know, and we try to influence them, but we also have to listen to them as well and carry the products they carry. You know, the biggest thing is that I still believe it and is support small guys. You know, always been a fan of that. So.
My name's Tyrone Henderson. I've been skating. First time I skated, I was like 4, but I didn't do it real serious until I was in like 6th grade. I was like 13, and I started skating every single day after school. I quit all the sports that I was playing so I could skate. When I was little, I used to see pictures of my uncle and my cousins at Lansdowne Skate Park, and then the pictures were cool because I would just see them ollieing and stuff. And then that got me interested. I had like bugged my mom for a skateboard. She got me a little banana board from Kmart or something. What keeps me motivated is just learning new tricks, just progressing, pushing myself. My first video contest, I was hyped because I'm competitive, man. Whatever I'm doing, whether it's tying my shoes, whether it's racing somebody, whatever it is, I'm competitive. I don't like to lose and stuff. Not saying I win all the contests that I enter, but my first impression, somehow the first contest I ever entered was at Charm City Skate Park, and I won. I don't know how it happened, but I was so hyped. I called my grandmother, and she ain't believe me that I won. It was just so hyped. How I've seen contests change, I mean, Tampa Am, or the Skate Park at Tampa contest, is the realest, the best contest. Anything by Skate Park at Tampa is on point. It's just like, I think Street League just makes it seem like, I mean, of course, there's people that can land some crazy every time, but it's like they stress that too much. They take the fun out of it and make it to where you have to do your perfectly or you're not good. Just how I've seen them change, it's like they're just going, it's like they're trying to push it too much. It seems like, of course, everything has to be focused around money because you have to have the money to keep things circulating, but I don't know, taking things away from the fun, I guess. I would, like, personally, I think they're, like, major corporations, I think it's good if they're benefiting skateboard, and they're like Nike is benefiting skateboard, and of course Nike is a professional company in just about every sport. So for Nike to capitalize on skateboarding, that shows that skating is like getting pushed to the next level. Like, of course it may be mainstream, everybody's trying to skate now because that's just what's hot, but all the money that is brought into skating, that will allow skateboarding to last a long time. I mean, I really don't see, like, it being destroyed or nothing like that, like it losing its value or something, because it'll always be fun for me to do a kickflip down some stairs or something, you know what I mean? But I think that all these corporations will just draw in a lot of money. I think the skateboard industry within the next 10 years will probably be like $1 billion industry for real. When I was little, when I seen skateboarding, it wasn't like my main focus was to become a professional. I don't know if that would ever happen, but that wasn't my main focus. Of course, I thought about it when I was little, like, damn, that'd be cool to be a pro skateboarder. But I didn't even know what being a pro skateboarder was. I didn't like, only thing I knew was Tony Hawk. So I was like, damn, Kareem Campbell in a video game, that's awesome. But it was like, I think now people are just skating so they can be seen in that image. Like, everybody's feeling skateboarding now, so of course there'll be a lot of people that want to jump on a skateboard so they can be seen as a skateboarder. It was like when I was little, before I really started skating, I used to get in fights, and I was going through a time, for me, I mean, I skated at the time, but not serious. Once skating became my main focus of only thing I wanted to do, I would go home and skate all day. I would skate off a curb all day. Skating taught me how to work for something, taught me how much work you have to put into something to make things happen. Showed me progress, because now that I look back since I was little, I can see how much better I've gotten, and all the people that I've met taught me how to network with people, gave me a new attitude, made me, like, once I felt that I can make something out of myself with skating, it was like, even if I don't become a pro skateboarder, it's like I know people, so I don't know, I can't explain it. It changed a lot of stuff for me. Changed like my whole outlook on life for real. Did a lot of good for me.